From the heart of downtown Kokomo, I'm April Thatcher for Kgov2, and you are watching News Brief. Here are your local headlines. Tickets are still available for the induction banquet of the Howard County Hall of Legends, class of 2014. The banquet will be held at 6 p.m. Friday in the Casabella Ballroom at Posterific. The 6 honorees that will be inducted are Ryan White, Sister Martin McKenty, Dr. Chuck Dietzen, Dr. Judith Brown Clark, the Reverend Henry Perry, and Jonathan Dixon Maxwell. Tickets are $50 and can be purchased at howardcountymuseum.org or at the Howard County Historical Society. If you aren't familiar with Kgov2's show, Pet of the Week, you may not have seen that the Kokomo Humane Society has recently acquired a new transit vehicle. We spoke with Outreach Coordinator Karen Wolf to learn more. Okay, and here it is, a brand new Ford Transit Connect. And do you want to tell us what the Humane Society uses this for?
Well, first I have to tell you how we got it.
Okay.
We wrote a grant to the ASPCA, and they funded a little over half of the price of the van. And then we also had support from Houston Electric, who donated the wrap. The ASPCA required certain graphics on the van, and then we also added our logo and website and phone number. So we're really excited, especially to have that kind of support was pretty amazing. And we use this for transferring animals to the vets. We've talked about everyone who is adopted from us is spay or neutered before they go home. So we transport animals to the vets for spaying and neutering, or if they need to be seen by a vet for illness. And then also if we're going to transfer animals to another shelter, we can use it for that as well. And we do a lot of outside events, adoption events and information events, school events, so we'll use that for that. So it's all around transportation. The van we were using before was a 1998 family minivan with all the upholstery, and smelled really good, and questionable mechanics at the time we were done. So this is just, we're really excited about this. And Kokomo, we purchased a van from Kokomo Auto World, and they're doing a paw print fundraiser to help us subsidize the part of the money that the ASPCA didn't fund. So we're really excited about it.
Okay. Well, it certainly looks great.
It's adorable.
So if you want to help support the Kokomo Humane Society and their new transport vehicle, stop by Kokomo Auto World and purchase your own paw print. Kokomo High School's marching band marched its way into the Sweet 16 of the State Fair Band Day Finals on Saturday. The final 16 of the 40 competing bands were split into the top 8 and bottom 8 based on the judges' scores. Kokomo was in the bottom 8 and will perform early in finals. The scores are used simply to determine order for the finals. The scores from the first round are then thrown out, and then every single band starts over with a clean slate. So just because a band finished in the bottom 8, like Kokomo, doesn't mean it can't win or place in the top 5. Are you ready for this week's Now You Know? This week we take a look into Kokomos Past, specifically its namesake. Did you know that Kokomo has a monument to the namesake of our city and the pioneers who settled it? We're standing here in what once was called Faulkner Cemetery, but is now known as Pioneer Cemetery, just east of Memorial Gym. This is not the original burial site of Chief Kokomo. He originally was buried at the intersection of Buckeye and Superior Streets near the fire station. In 1848, a foundation was being constructed for Keats Sawmill, and Indian graves were dug up, which wasn't unusual for the time period. But they found bones that were said to have been from someone who was approximately 7 feet tall, and everyone believed that that could only be Chief Kokomo. So they removed his remains and brought them over here, and we're not sure exactly where the remains were buried. It says in the northeast corner, and because of all of the changes in the scenery, it's hard to determine exactly where that might be. We have an interesting piece of history here in a Kokomo High School yearbook from 1945 that tells a very cute story of how Kokomo got its name. There was a man from our town. Well, to tell you the truth, there wasn't a town at the time of this man, but he was such a character that our town took his name. His name? Oh yes, it was Chief Kokomoko. Many are the tales of this shiftless and inebriated Indian, but to say what you may, he was a real Indian. Kokomoko was a full-blooded Miami war chief whose little brother, Jim Sassafras, lived to be the last of the tribe. When the pioneers who settled the swampy region needed help in any way, it was Chief Kokomoko who was first on the scene to aid them. In fact, he became so well-liked that the white man honored him by naming the city after him. So, in case you didn't know that Kokomo had a monument to our namesake and that this isn't his original burial place, now you know. More senior living options could be on the way in Kokomo. Waterford Place Health Campus, located in the 800 block of St. Joseph Drive, is looking to expand with 11 new senior duplexes after receiving approval from the Kokomo Plan Commission's Plat Committee Wednesday. Pending approval from the Plan Commission and Kokomo Common Council, construction could begin at the villas at Waterford this month, with the hope of finishing the facility sometime in the late spring or early summer of 2015. And now for your local 5-day forecast. August is looking a little warmer than our coldest July on record. For Tuesday, partial cloudiness early with scattered showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. High near 85 and a low of 63. Wednesday, partly to mostly cloudy with a chance of thunderstorms. High of 81 and low of 61. Thursday, partly cloudy skies. High of 83 and low of 61. Friday, expect intervals of clouds and sunshine. High of 83 and a low of 61. Your Saturday forecast, mostly sunny skies with a high topping out at 85 and a low of 62. Thank you for watching News Brief. For Kgov2 and the City of Kokomo, I'm April Thatcher. For more local daily news, be sure to tune in to Indiana Talks Radio for news on the hour. And now for your community calendar.